This is Gerald W. Brister. Let's continue our topic about the Welding family. You can do the right thing sometimes. Doesn't mean it always turns out right, not in this life, but eventually it does. I believe you reap what you sow. I had a welding enemy one time, and I'm sure you guys, if you're in welding, everybody loves you. Me, not so much. You either like me or you kind of don't. I hope I'm better now, but that's how I used to be. And this guy didn't like me, and he would backstab me, and I knew it. He would never do it to my face, but I knew who he was. And that was kind of the relationship we had. Work got really bad, like I was telling you, 25% unemployment. And one day, the phone rings, and I answer it. And it was this guy on the phone. I was stunned to hear his voice to start with, but it was the tone of his voice. I was listening to a guy that sounded totally destroyed. And work was bad, and that next morning, I had a spot. I had a spot I could go to because I knew some people. I had a good name. And I got talking to this guy, and he was in bad shape. Wife was about ready to leave him, had more kids than I had. And so I told him, go down to the such place tomorrow morning, and they're hiring down there. After I got off the phone, I called the foreman. I said, I want you to hire this guy tomorrow. Do me a favor. He owed me a favor. He said, okay, if you're sure. I told my wife what had happened, and she was not a happy camper, former wife. And my bedroom was probably about 40 degrees cooler on my side of the bed for about 3 days. But I'm going to tell you why I did it and why you should do it. So like I'm telling you, the guy calls me up and arranged for him to go down, got a spot, got a welding job. My former wife wasn't very happy with that. And her words to me were pretty hot. And she said, you've got a family. You're out of work like he is. Why did you do that? And this is what I told her. I said, for that guy to call me, somebody that he didn't like, and you had to hear his voice on that phone, he was a broken man. You know how humbling that is, I told her? You don't, because you're not a man. I said, that was probably the most humbling thing he's ever had to do in his life. We have fewer kids than he has. We have more money right now than he has. And the Bible says to do to others like you'd want done to you. So today, you just did for somebody else what you'd want them to do for you, and you don't even realize it.